was a church when you are at a coffee country, man, city, na Captain Smart, and in Sembi, Akasaka Sibi, about the Guabus and Indiano, or the air taggy, and this in John Dramani Mahama, Chester and someone Wakano, and what Papa, or Chimwa. Said ye, na usi trouble and na kufuado. Efa nyema bi ho abusia, garam se ka ho, ene nyema hodu bi no. Chese wo denya to fumu se, owura to mahama baaye no. Sa nyema ni nyina no, ensesa ye. 3 months munie ko hu ye, anka ehon popuye bi aba chese ka ye hu se okay, sabe ye enam direction so a ye kwakwa sesa nyema. Na so owura captain smart se, sa nyema ni nyina no, hu se ensesa ye. No owura to mahama, o ye den sisi ankasa. Chese almost chese 3 months nie ye hu bibi ekoso bibi ansesa ye owura captain smart na ebusa owura John Mahama sa se galam se no se si ampo ukomu a afempo ne ye ne kase afempo na NDC chese NDC national chairman ne chese regional chairman constituency chairman fo ne bebre na gugum a omo ye we ye captain smart ne ka ye ne ye ka enu ntino abusia wa sene nsem ahodo a emu odene fire kase pa e de akomowura John Dramani Mahama Ghana president se onye no nsom na ono se de no omusi ye eje na kufuado no no num so ba obesese busia Captain Smart utimi se niema enye ne de niema enkoyi ma no yenkonko tie ne mreba ye beto aso e de.
There's something fundamentally wrong with us. It's a question say a whole military officer in uniform Otikem onto to onye na yeti kroma when they see onim se langa to kroma how I wish I were the president everybody yankopon and your president shoot and kill we a langa da compared by yey galam say na yet today I see yam penisoro it's still ongoing say galam say the question afa kwa say woman to say dogu bi kura nu abe party chairman, party constituency executives, secretary for organizers, and chairman for the one women organizers. And I tell you, they took and said, hey, you try to consider me. And that's what we were broached. We were twice as so Ghana pet titulu and claim. They was so fear broached and about near Dodo, near Malanga to 40 I study. This is what is happening. It will be to America or to Germany or to France or to UK or to Italy. I won't be baby. Paris is far warm aquaba. No, a Bob was Sicano. Every I won't try brocheda. I am a cock. And comfort to you almost on basim. Or to basim no kuta. Pay one friend the paper bag, no pasty or to Tennessee. And comfort to train. Who be some man na wa broche no bi o 3 days edware ni odware ya yete Ghana hakwa yeta etoda yinyare ye kwa yete Ghana etoda yinyare obi ti broche be 3 days no ndware ye okoba saa onye sika no na se ode beto asase a ne ya dodo na otu akakọ we ya wo say landlord for akọje asase no e woni bi ahemfo ye di oto asase no ma wo na ankasa no both was afro one of man for years no assassin so onim also na me so obi ama o say and enko for years no was assassin so nti won so mo modern na pesca bre ne enko pam mo na was bre usika ne ya penko for ko ne ya sheda malanga for ko tututu pe no mo twa video no mo dey say no was assassin so dey enko so no mo say what abrochire no wa brabo ina say wa bo katwego wo ba Ghana na wo ko assassin so a wontimi nko. And who said we don't know those who are doing this rubbish in this country? When they can't say anymore. Dampari nimwong, tete yohonu nimwong. IGP biya wabako biya. When you know what you want, apart from Peter Namfuri, who said anybody who pulls a gun must die under the sound of the gun. And the gun, your friend say, Langard, no, fling. Apart from Peter Namfuri, what are we hearing? What are we seeing? And it's no bit with Kotoda Sase. Wa bre asore ya homache akota asase. No be no na waka ho. Ontimi nkɔ ne plot so. Oku asase so enye ye. Ghana Pen and Lands Commission asase a land title da so yetimi sesandin no. E ma ne ye. Hwɛ Peter, Kwame Nkrumah ji independence by 1957 wo. 1958. Baby you for Swan Lake or say Swan. You can say Swan Lake. We did say from Kingsby roundabout. Ever time to na yaban asase. You don't know. When Kwame Nkrumah established the Sports Authority, Sports Council, our Ghana, or the Swan Lake or say Swamp Lake or say Wine Lake.
Listen, I don't know if I'm in any position to advise you as a youth, but I'm going to do it anyway. As a young guy or a young girl, you must first of all understand that things don't just happen out of the blue. And so you have to pay a crucial attention to your foundation, a crucial attention to your growth. You must be very mindful of how you speak, how you treat people, even if they are your enemies. And you must try as much as possible to always think in a positive direction. 10 years from now, we are all going to be older than what we are today. But the most important question would be, what has improved in your life as an adult? Take a look at this video.
Hey, Ghana, we are lucky you. We are lucky, Charlie. Thank God for JM. Thank God for JM. You see, JM doesn't have time to focus on things that are happening in other countries that are supposed to affect us. If it wasn't so, like by now, we'll be paying LA fire levy. How they call it? Deportation. The deportation situation in America is having a devastating effect on the state of the economy and the labor force of Ghana. Therefore, we can sustain the economy with deportation levy. The recent airplane crashes in America. Airplane levy, because it's making our pilots get to fly.
Now, this is just one example of the many grown men and women we find in our society who have a misplaced identity, who are confused about who they are in society. They don't know how to think. They don't know how to talk. They don't know how to regulate their emotions. They just don't know how to do anything right. They trivialize everything. The things that are important, they make it unimportant. The things that are unimportant, they make it important because they have a misplaced identity. They are confused in society. If you had the opportunity to go back and check how they trivialize their growth, how they trivialize their foundation, you would understand why most adults in this country don't know how to speak. And so as a youth who is growing up, as a youth who is ambitious, you should be mindful of what informs your decision. You should be mindful of what informs your actions. You should be mindful of what informs your thinking. Now, because somebody like me, I prioritize my growth as a kid, I prioritize my foundation as a kid, I'm going to respond to this illiteracy by just a simple image that speaks everything. Now take a look at it. There is always a price you have to pay depending on what status you want in society. You can either be a comedian or a serious person in society.